Welcome back. We're going to talk about a few things from the article now.
Sure. So let's talk about this one. Why do you think people kind of dream of living off the grid?
Living off the grid. I think, every now and then you get that feeling of just you wanted to escape the civilized, kind of civilized life, because I think with civilized life comes a lot of difficulties and stress.
Right.
So I think people, they go off the grid, they don't have to worry about all the stressful things in life.
Right.
That's what they think, I believe.
Right. So up to maybe 1 month is enough, do you think? Just a weekend getaway? What do you think?
Me personally, I think I could do that. I've done it a little bit. Actually, I understand the sentiment of it because, I spent some time in Mongolia out. It was just maybe 12 days, but outside of the city, basically living off the grid. And the people are so happy, and they don't really have a lot of stress or a lot of worry. They just have, some basic things they have to do every day.
Right.
But they just seem like they're so much happier. So I kind of understand the sentiment here. And what about you? Are you an off-the-grid person, or you got to be in the city?
I gotta be in the city.
Okay.
Living off the grid, I never imagined that way, right? Especially like technology, like how you gonna get a hold of people?
That's true.
Right? If let's say you face some difficulties, right? Maybe a threat from a bear, I don't know where. we're gonna find help. Living in the city, I think that's it's kind of ironic, but it's kind of safe.
Kind of safe.
Right.
Do you ever think about moving out of Seoul? Do you ever think about going to a smaller city, living there?
Right. Getaway weekend. That's it.
Just a weekend.
Just weekend.
Not live.
No, maybe not.
Okay.
Not a good idea, I guess. But you went to Mongolia for 12 days.
Yeah,
So this experiment.
for me, I can do it. I kind of would like to live in a smaller city sometimes, but I'm married and she doesn't agree with that concept, so we're in Seoul.
She's a city person.
Yeah.
Right?
We're
it's hard to convince.
Maybe when I get older.
Maybe later. Yeah, maybe later.
Something like that. What about the military service? In the article, the guy escaped prison. He didn't want to go to Yugoslavia. He was afraid they would make him fight. But what about in your country? Do people try to avoid military service? And what happens if they do? Or how are they punished? What is the situation?
So I guess military in Korea, South Korea, only applies to men because it is mandatory. Women, I think it's voluntarily they have to. They can go. I heard some of the stories. They try to avoid military service. It's 2 years, maybe now 18 months. It depends. All of a sudden, some people become very obese. They try to avoid. I know that one. Other things they have they use medical excuses to get away from the situations.
Okay.
But when they get lucky, they never, they're not gonna find out about those people. But some people they get found out.
Okay. Have there been any famous draft dodgers in Korea?
Singer Psy.
Psy?
Yeah.
Really? He's a draft dodger? And he's still
I believe
famous.
He's famous because he served twice. So I guess it's forgiven, I guess, by Koreans.
Draft dodger.
Draft dodger.
That's it for today. We'll see you next time.